Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we got some 1985 NASCAR season back on here. We got the the Coca-Cola 500 coming from Atlanta International Raceway. And Buckshot's the first one in the house. And so let's take a look at the starting grid here. On the pole, in the number 12, Budweiser, Chevy, Neil Bonnet. On the outside pole in the old Milwaukee, Pontiac Tim Richmond in the 27 car. Starting third in the 9 car is Bill Elliott. Starting fourth is Cale Yarborough in the 28. Starting fifth is Ricky Rudd in the 15. Starting sixth is Harry Gant in the 33. Starting seventh is the 21 of Pearson. Eighth is the 3 car of Earnhardt. Ninth is Lake Speed in that 75 car. 10th is Rusty Wallace in the 2. 11th is Ron Bouchard in the 47th. 12th is Jeffrey Bodine in the 5. 13th is Mike Alexander in the 84. 14th, another Alabama gang member, Bobby Allison in the 22. Starting 15th, Cal Petty in the Woods Brothers 7. Starting 16th, Randy LaJoy in the 07. Starting 17th, Benny Parsons in that 55. And right behind him in the 18th position is his brother Phil Parsons in the 66. 19th is Greg Sachs. In the 77, 20th is going to be Dave Marcus in the 71. DW in the other Budweiser, number 11, is starting 21st. 22nd is Bobby Hillen in the 8th. Starting 23rd is the King, Richard Petty in the 43. Last year's champion, Texas Terry Labonte, starts 24th. Buddy Baker in the 88 starts 25th. Dave Humes in the 49 starts 26th. Starting 27th is Jimmy Smut Means in the 52. Starting 28th is Sterling Marlin in the 95. And we got some IndyCar drivers in this race, folks. Tom Sneva starts 29th in the 42 car. Starting 30th is Joe Ruttman. Starting 31st in the 17 is Ken Reagan. Starting 32nd is Buddy Arrington. Another Indy driver, old Super Tex himself, A.J. Foyt in the 14. Lenny Pond will be 34th. Starting in the 17 car. Starting 35th is H.B. Bailey in the 36. Starting 36th is Ken Schrader in the 90 and Union Donlevy Ford. Starting 37th is Eddie Brashear, and he's in the 6 car. Starting 38th is old J.D. McDuffie. In the 70s, starting 39th is Dwyer in the Elmo Langley 64. Starting 40th is Slick Johnson in the 05 and Shotgun. And last, starting 41st is Dick Brooks. And Neil Bonnet's going to bring us to the green flag to start this 50-turn race. And let's get this party started, folks. And right away, we're going to have a duel. And it's going to be car number 4. Ricky Rudd taking on Terrible Tim Richmond. See if he can get the job done here. Ricky needs a 4 to get it done. And a 5 ain't going to. Now let's see if Ricky can avoid wrecking here at Atlanta. He needs a 8 or lower. And he gets it, so no harm, no foul. We go to turn number 2. And we got a back group of control. Who's got control back here? Dick Brooks got control. See if he can get out of the rear with the gear literally last place. Not with a 5, he can't. Next up is Eddie Brashear. See what Eddie can do in that 6 car. 225. 225, and he's going to get Rusty Wallace. He's going to go from 37th the whole way up to 10, and that number 2, Rusty Wallace. Pontiac isn't doing well here. Here comes H.B. Bailey. He's up next. See if he can do something. And we got a 3. That's not going to get the job done. Next up is Joe Ruttman in that 4 car. And Joe's not going nowhere with a 5. And you got Buddy Baker with 2 chances here. And a 3 is going to get the job done. Maybe a 4 and a 2. And Cal Petty will burn his chip and hold him off, but he's got another shot to get out of the bottom group. And not with a 5. He needed a 4. Texas Terry Labonte with 2 chances here. And a 2-3-1, probably not going to get the job done. And nope, Jeffrey Bodine holds him off. Here's another chance for Texas Terry. A 1-2-3. And he's going to get Ron Bouchard and go from 24th up to 11th. Now, and the last one is DW trying to get that Budweiser Chevy out front. Not with a 6, he's not. We go to turn number 3. And we got another duel. This will be the 5 cars in the back, in the middle group. And LaJoy's going to take a chance. His escape's 11, so what the hell. But Benny's not. But Randy with that 11 says, what the hell, ring the bell. He's going after Dale Earnhardt. He needs a 2 to get it done. And he doesn't. Let's see if he can avoid wrecking here, folks. Anything but boxcars, and he's safe with Snake Eyes. So that's into turn number 3. On to turn 4. Quick race so far. You got Neil Bonnet leading, Richmond 2nd, Elliott 3rd, Yarborough 4th, Rudd 5th, Gant 6th, David 7th, Earnhardt 8th, Speed 9th, and Eddie Boucher's up to 10th on the back. And we got another bottom group, and again, control. Another control check in the back. Again, Dick Brooks trying to get out of last place here. And a 1-4-6 is going to get her done, man. And he knocks Cal Petty from 15th back to 41st. Nice job by Dick Brooks. Gets that car up there. Rusty Wallace now back here. Has 2 chances to get out of the rear with the gear. And a 3-5-3 might get it done. Yep, he knocks Benny back to 17th. Rusty will have a chance here to get up to the top group. So can he go from 37th and crack the top 10, folks? Car looked like it was dog at the beginning, but now all of a sudden he's found the handling. A 3-5-3. And no, here he again holds him off. Here comes H.B. Bailey. Yeah, exactly. Poor old Cal Petty and that Woods Brothers. I don't like seeing the Woods Brothers dead last. That's for sure. Buckshot. And a 2 ain't going to get her done. He got a 3, needed a 2. Next up is Joe Ruttman. And a 6, he's got problems. What kind of problems does poor Joe Ruttman have? 42, he's got a brake problem. It's early in the race. He's going to need a 3 or lower to stay in here. Doesn't get it, so the first car out of the race is going to be poor Joe Ruttman in that 41. 41st spot, Joe Ruttman in the 4 car. So he's out of the race. Next up is Tom Sneva. Let's see if he can get his way out of the bottom. A 3's not going to get her done for him. Here's Buddy Baker and 2 more chances for Buddy. Not with a 5. He needs a 4 or lower. Gets it on a 4-3-3. And poor Bobby Allison's going back to 25th. Buddy Baker puts the move on him. Gets up to 14th. And here comes Ron Bouchard. Ron needs a 4. Gets a 3-2-1. Probably not good enough here. And no, Terry Labonte holds him off. And the last one with control is DW again. And a 2-6-4 should be good enough to get him up to 18th. And it does. He passes 3 cars. And now he's up to the middle group, old DW is. So now Junior's got both cars in the top 20 on the turn number 5. And we got our first top group, and it's controlling the top group, going after Neil Bonnet. It'll take a 6 to get him. First one up's Handsome Harry Ganton, that Skull Bandit. And a 6-6, not what he wanted in that red one. Here comes Ricky Rudd and that Bud Moore Motorcraft Ford. And a 5, not going to get the job done. Kiel Yarborough with 2 chances to get him here. Love to see that Hardy Ford up front. A 3-6 gets the job done. Yarborough takes the lead in that Ford. Here on turn number 5. It's that 28 car out in front. Like to see that. Here comes Awesome Bill from Dawsonville to take a 6 to beat Yarborough. And a 1-1 is not getting her done. Here comes Terrible Tim and that old Milwaukee Pontiac. What made Milwaukee famous has made a fool out of me, and Tim don't get it done. So Yarborough's got the lead here in Atlanta, followed by Richmond, Elliott, Bonnet, Rudd, Gant, Pearson, Earnhardt, Speed, and Brashear riding out the top 10. On to turn number 6 we go. And we got a middle group of problem in the middle group. Who's got the problem? And it's going to be the highest driver, and that's David Pearson. The 21 car blows up. Don't like seeing that. Chattanooga Chew. 21 of David Pearson blows up. He'll finish 40th. Oh, crap. We forgot to move these guys up back here. Got that. Move them up. And now David's out of the race with the problem. And we'll see who moves up to the top and middle group here. First up is Earnhardt. He moves on up to the 7th. See who's going to move up here to the middle group. First one up is Dave Marcus. He's not doing it with a 5. Now it's Phil Parsons trying to get back up there, and Phil get back up there. And that Copenhagen car, 66. So we got 39 cars still running in the race. And we're first pit stop of the race here, folks. And it's going to be the middle group. 6 and 3 is going to switch spots. Six and 3 back here. And we'll see who's going to get some chips here in the middle group. Grab a handful here. First up will be Lake Speed. Lake Speed's having a nice start of the 85 season, folks. It's right up there in the points. It's won a race this year, the Daytona 500. Let's see what he can do here. He needs an 8 to get a chip, and he gets it with snake eyes. Eddie Brashear needs a 2 to get it. He doesn't. And Texas Terry needs a 5. He doesn't. And Jeffrey Bodine needs a 6. He barely gets it. Nice job by that Rick Hendrick Levi Garrett team. And a 4 for Greg Sachs. And he doesn't get it. Phil Parsons needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Brooks needs a 3. Doesn't get it. And Randy LaJoy needs a 9. Barely misses it with a 10. Wallace needs a 4. Rusty doesn't get it. DW needs a 6. Doesn't get it with a 9. And we got Mike Alexander needs a 3. Nope. And the last one's Buddy Baker. Needs a 4. Doesn't get it. So only 2 cars had good pit stops. Move them on up. And let's see if anybody can get, Yarborough out of the pits here. 3-2. And Dale Earnhardt takes over the lead here on turn number 7, folks. 3 car now has the lead here at Atlanta. Yeah, wreck Earnhardt. You damn right, Buckshot. I agree with you there. So now you got Earnhardt, Richmond, Elliott, the top 3, Yarborough 4th, Rudd 5th, Gant 6th, Bonnet 7th, Speed 8th, Bodine 9th, and Eddie Brashear is now 10th. Here is turn number 8. We got another bottom group, this time Smart in the bottom group. The bottom group's had a good many chances to move on up here. Who's Smart back here? First Smart driver is going to be Ken Schrader with Junie Donlevy in that 90 car. And let's roll the right dice, and it might help, huh? It was a 6, so we'll make it a 4 so I don't forget in case I got to look. And we'll roll the right dice this time, and a 336 is getting the job done for old Ken Schrader. And he's going to get Phil Parsons, who just got back up there in the 13th. Schrader's now in the 13th. Who else is smart? Buddy Arrington in that 67 Dodge is smart. And a 3-3-2. And guess what? Poor Kenny doesn't stay there long. But he does move up to 30th as Buddy Arrington gets 13th. Here comes Sterling Marlin now. 95, a 4 ain't getting it done. Old Hume, let's see what he can do. Not with a 4, he can't. Here's Bobby Allison. He's had some opportunities. He hasn't came through yet. And a 2-3-5 should get the job done. And Eddie Boucher just loses 10th place. Bobby Allison gets that Miller High Life up to 10th. And the King smart. Let's see if the King, hey, forever remain 90. Yeah, exactly. Got some racing back up here. And the King's got a problem. Richard and I just really got a problem as I knocked the things all over the place. And who had the chip? Had to be Lake Speed. Okay. So let's see what kind of problem the King's got. 13, that's not good. That's multiple problems. He's unable to continue. The King's going to finish 39th. So Richard drops out of the race. Everybody will just move up. Bobby Hillen's got smart. We'll do this before I forget like the last time. All righty. Bobby Hillen, see if he can get out of the rear with the gear in that number 8 car. Not with a 4, he's not. And David Marcus is double smart, folks. See if Dave can do something. A 2-3-3. And he's going to get sacks. Move up to 12th. He's got a shot here cracking the top 7, folks. And not with a 5, though. But he's up to 12th. We go to turn number 9. Earnhardt still in the lead as Carlos joins us. Good to see you, bud. Our favorite driver. He's in the lead, Carlos. He ain't my damn favorite driver. Anybody that knows me knows that. We got a middle group of Reflex. Reflex in the middle group. Who's got Reflex? DW's got double Reflex. He could get the lead here from old Ironhead. I'd love to see DW put that freaking Budweiser Ford, Budweiser Chevy up his ass. And a 2-5-4. And he's going to get Handsome Harry, I think, here. Reflex 1, 2, 3. No, Harry holds him off just barely. DW's got another shot here. Not with a 6, he's not. And next up is Dave Marcus. He could get the lead here. He's got double Reflex. Not with a 6, and Dave Marcus has got a problem. Dave trying to get that car up front has a problem. 54. He's bumped from the side. We'll see if he can stay in the race. He is in E. It'll take a 3. We're still early in the race. And nope, Dave Marcus has too much damage. Is going to finish 38th. Trying to get up front. He's out of the race. And Terry Labonte, he's got double Reflex. Let's see if Texas Terry can get the lead from Earnhardt. On a 3-6-5. He knocks the pole sitter back to 11th. Now let's see if he can get the lead from Earnhardt. And it'll take a 6 to get the lead from Earnhardt here. And a 3-3 doesn't get the job done. Bobby Allison with the chance to move up. And a 4-2-1's not going to get it done with that 1. And Jeffrey Bodon's probably going to move up. He's got a chip. and a 3, 2, 4, and he gets all Yarborough without using his chips. So Jeffrey Bodine gets that 5 car up to 4th. And here comes Leg Speed with 2 chances. If he doesn't have to use the chip, he can get the lead here, folks. Leg's been running good. A 1-3-5. And he's gonna get him. He's gonna burn his chip and make Jeffrey Bodine burn his. So he's gonna get it, make Jeffrey burns his, and then Lake's gonna burn his and get up to 2nd. Get up to 4th rather. So now he's got a shot at the lead, but he'll have to do it the hard way with no chip. It'll take a 6 to get him. And a wrong 6, a red 6. So Earnhardt holds on to the lead, and we got to see who's going to move up here to the middle group, since poor Dave Marcus fell out of the race with being hit from the side. And the first one up is Greg Sachs, and he's moving on up. And we only got 37 cars still in the race. Earnhardt's leading, Richmond 2nd, Elliott 3rd, Speed up to 4th, Rudd 5th, Harry Ganton, the Skull Bandit 6th, Terry Labonte 7th, and Jeffrey Bodine 8th, Yarborough 9th, and Bobby Allison 10th. So we go to turn number 10. Yeah, Dave Marcus in them wingtip shoes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, sadly, his right shot leading it. And we got a middle group of control. Who's got control? Buddy Baker's got 2 chances to move up. Could get the lead, folks. And a 2-5-2. Handsome Harry holds him off, but he's got another shot. And not with a 5. He's not. He needed a 4. And here comes DW. Can he get up to the top group? And a 5-4-1, no. Rusty Wallace, 2 chances here. He could get the lead from his bestest friend, but not with a 4-1-1. He'll have another shot there to get up to the top. And a 3-5-2, Handsome Harry. They're coming after him, but he's holding them off. Next is Randy LaJoy in that 07 car, not with a 3. Dick Brooks in the 1 car started dead last, folks, and not with a 3. Oh, he does have a 3, a 3-3-2. And Lake Speed holds him off. Neil Bonnet trying to get back up front, the pole winner. Not with 666s. He'll have a problem in that Budweiser Chevy, 35. And too tight, he'll just drop to the bottom group. So he'll be last, but he's still in the race at least. Next up is Bobby Allison in that 22 Dyguard car. And a 3-6-1's not getting it done. Here's Carol Yarborough trying to get back up to the lead here. See if he can get it. On a 4-6-6, he'll get 7th from Ricky Rudd, and he needs another blue 6 to get the lead from Earnhardt, folks. And a 3-2's not getting it done. And the last one is Jeffrey Bodine trying to crock the top group again. And a 2-6-5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Yarborough holds him off. Everybody moves up here. We'll see who moves up to the middle group. Since poor Neil Bonnet had the problem. First one up is Bobby Hillen Jr. And he's not moving up. How about Ron Bouchard? And Ron's moving up to 19th. Neil's still in the race. He'll just be 37th now. And we go to turn number 11, folks. And let's see what happens on turn number 11. We'll have a top group of skill and a problem. First, we'll do the skill. Who's got skill? Lake Speed's got skill. And again, it'll take a 6 to get Earnhardt. And a 4-2-4 is not getting it done. Here comes Austin Bill. Can he get the lead from Earnhardt? And a 1-4, nope. Last one, terrible Tim Richmond. He ain't scared of Earnhardt. Let's see if Tim can do it. And a 2-2. Nope. Now we got the problem. And it'll be, who has the problem? Poor Cale Yarborough blew up. Another good driver out of the race. Yarborough in that 28 car just ignited. Tough year for Yarborough here in 95. So he'll finish 37th. See who moves up to the top and middle group. And Jeffrey Bodine's going to move up to the top group. And can Bobby Hillen get out of the bottom group? Not with a 4. How about Eddie? He needs a 2, and he gets a 1. Eddie moves up to 19th. Now we got 36 cars running here at Atlanta. And next turn is turn number 12. And we got a duel, and it is the 4 car. That's Ricky Rudd going after Tim Richmond. See if he can get the job done here. Ricky does. He moves up to 2nd. He'll get a chip. Puts Tim in a bad spot here. Tim will need a 7 or less not to wreck. And he barely gets it, holds on to it. He ain't too happy with Rudd, but he's still running. We go to turn number 14 now. I don't know if you want to mess with Terrible Tim. And we got control in the top group. Again, it'll take a 6 to get Earnhardt. First up is Mr. Jeffrey Bodine, not going nowhere with a 5. Handsome Harry, can he get the lead here? Oh, triples for the handsome one. He's got a problem. Triple sixes. 45. Yes, he was, Carlos. It's a damn shame. Yeah. Oh, Bobby Hillman won a few races, if I remember correctly. 45. He's got a radiator problem. He's a D, so he needs a 5 or less to stay in the race. And he doesn't. Handsome Harry's going to finish 36. We're losing some damn good drivers here, folks. Gant's out of the race. And next up is Terrible Tim trying to get the lead. Can he get the lead from Earnhardt here? And he does. He gets that old Milwaukee Pontiac up there with a 2.6. See if old Tim can hold on here for a while. Let's turn number 14. Let's see here. Awesome. He's not going to keep the lead very long. Ricky's got control and a chip. Here's Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. And takes a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, and a 5-5. Bill gets the lead. So Terrible Tim don't keep the lead very long. Awesome Bill gets up there. Now Bill's not going to probably keep the lead long because Ricky's got a chip here. It'll take a 6 to beat Bill. And a 2-5, he'll use his chip and get the lead. So Ricky Rudd, a lot of movement that turn, folks. 3 lead changes in that turn. Ricky now has the lead on turn 14. See who moves up to the top and middle group since Harry's out of the race. And Terry Labonte moves up to 7th. And again, Bobby Hillen trying to get out of that bottom group. He's had some opportunities and finally gets it done. He moves up to 19th. 35 cars running here. We move on to turn number 15. And we got a top group of Star. First time we've had Star here. Here's a Star. Jeffrey Bodine's a Star. Takes a 5 or a 6 to get Rudd. And a 5-2's not getting it done. Lake Speed, 2 chances to get him here. And a 1-2, no. And a 3-5 will get Lake Speed up in the lead. Like I say, Lake's having a hell of a good year. So Lake Speed's got the lead here on turn 15. Tim don't have a start. Bill Elliott has 2 chances to get him. And it'll take a 6 to get Lake Speed. And a wrong 6, a 6-1. And a 1-3. Speed will hold him off. Turn number 16 now. And we got another duel. This will be cars 4 in the middle group. And Mike Alexander's not going to try it, but Buddy Baker will. He needs a 4 to get the job done, going after Bobby Allison. He gets it done. Buddy Baker goes from 15th up to 8th. Let's see if Mr. Allison can hold on to that Miller High Life. He needs an 8 or lower, not the wreck. And he does. He holds on to her. We go to turn 17, our second pit stop of the race. And it'll be the top group 1 and 3 switch spots. And we'll keep him, well, we'll flip him first and then we'll redo this. So everybody will just go back. He'll go back up there with this chip. And let's see who can get some chips up here in the top group. First up will be Lake Speed. Lake needs a 7 to get a chip. Excuse me. And he gets a chip. Ricky Rudd needs a 6. He gets a chip. Richmond needs a 4. He doesn't. Elliott needs a 9. He doesn't. Earnhardt needs a 5. He doesn't. Bodine needs a 6. He gets a chip. Second time that crew's come through. And Terry needs a 5 and doesn't get it. So 3 of them get chips here. And let's see if anybody can beat Lake Speed out of the pits. A 2-3, but he'll burn his chip to hold him off. We go to turn number 18 now, folks. Just past the 1/3 mark. And we got a top group of smart and a problem. So who's smart up here? Terry Labonte's double smart. And it only takes a 4, 5, or a 6 to get Lake Speed. 6-1, nope, but he has another shot here. And a 2-4 will get the job done. Terry gets that Piedmont Chevy up front on turn number 18. First time Texas Terry's led today. And let's see who else is smart. And Ricky Rudd smart with a chip. So it takes a 6 to beat him without using a chip. And a wrong 6. But Ricky's going to get that Ford back up front and burns his chip. And now Rudd's back up front for the second time today. And we have the problem. And who has the problem? Slick Johnson's got the problem. What kind of problem does Slick have? 23. He's got a tire problem, and I'm sure he's not an A or B crew. No, he's an E. And since it's the middle part of the race, Slick Johnson's out of the race, and he'll finish 35th. So Slick's out. Now we only got 34 cars running, and we go to turn number 19. And we got a top group of trouble. Here we go, folks. See who can avoid this mess. See if it adds anything. Nope. So Ricky Rudd needs an 8 to escape. He gets it. Terry needs a 7. He gets it. Bodine needs an 8 not to use his chip. He doesn't need to. Richmond needs a 7. And Tim Richmond's involved in the wreck. Bill needs a 9 not to be involved in it. He makes it through. Earnhardt needs a 6. And, of course, Earnhardt and Richmond are wrecking. Bet you Earnhardt tried to pass him, and Tim said, fuck you. And Lake Speed needs an 8. And if Lake Speed makes it through, we will not be going to the middle group. And he makes it through, so it stops there. So everybody else will just move up. And it'll be a 1-turn caution. Only 2 cars involved, Tim Richmond and Earnhardt. That's not surprising, is it? Terrible Tim don't take no crap from nobody. Let's see if they can get these cars back out on the track. Earnhardt, it's the middle part of the race. He's an E. He needs a 5 to get back in the race. And he's out of the race. So Earnhardt's going to finish 34th. See if Richmond and that old Milwaukee crew can get back out on the track. And he'll need a 5 also. A 5 or less. And he doesn't. So Terrible Tim and Earnhardt's heading to the garage. And Richmond's all in the face of Earnhardt. They separate them. No fisticuffs, but old Terrible Tim ain't happy. Hey, Frank, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing good, bud. Hope you're doing well. So that'll be a turn and a caution. So now you got Rudd in the lead during this caution period. And you got Terry Labonte second, Bodine third, Elliott fourth, Speed fifth, Baker sixth, Wallace seventh, DW eighth, Brooks ninth, and Randy LaJoy. How about that, rounding out the top 10? As Ricky Rudd's going to take us to the green flag here on turn number 21, getting close to the halfway point. Oh, I'm happy, Carlos. Fucking Tim, he doesn't take no shit. Earnhardt, you don't mess around with old Terrible Tim Richmond. We got another top group of heat this time, or no, sorry, skill again, and a problem. So skill, who's got skill? Rusty Wallace has got skill, and we got a problem after this. So first the skill, a 1-2, and Rudd will hold him off. No skill for Baker. Lake Speed's got skill, and it takes a 4, 5, or 6 to get Rudd. And a 5's not going to get it done. Bill's got skill. Can he get the lead from Ricky? And a 5-2, nope. But Jeffrey Bodine's got skill and a chip. And a 6-3, he's going to need to use this chip, and that's the last driver with skill. And let's see who has the problem here. And it's poor Rusty Wallace has the problem. What kind of problems Rusty got? 51. He's not had a good start to the season. He spins, loses control. But he'll drop back to 20th. That's also not too bad. At least he stays in the race, and he doesn't even drop the whole way back. Can DW crack the top group here? Yes, he can. So got that Budweiser Chevy of juniors up front in 7th spot. Let's see who's going to come up here to 19th. And that'll be the first one has a chance here is Mr. Sterling Marlin. And he gets it done. And like I say, Rusty will go right there. And we go to turn number 22, folks. I'm using the actual 1985 point system. 175 for the win, 5 bonus points for leading a lap, and another 5 points for leading the most laps. Yep. And then it goes from first down to 6th is 5 points difference. 6th down to 11th is 4. And then 11th on down to 40. Some cars is 3 points difference. That's my favorite point system. I just wish the only thing I would have changed in that point system was I'd have made the win more than 5 points. That's all. And here we go with turn number 22. Jeff Bodine in the lead, Labonte second, Rudd third, Elliott fourth, Speed fifth, Baker sixth, DW just got up to 7th. Brooks 8th. LaJoy up to 9th now, and Buddy Arrington in the top 10. And we got a top group of control, and it'll take a 5 or 6 to get the lead here from Jeffrey. DW just made it up here. Can he get that Budweiser Chevy of juniors up front? First shot at it, and a 4-3. Nope. Buddy Baker's got 2 chances at him and a chip. Again, it only takes a 5 or 6 to get him. And a 1-5. Buddy Baker gets that number. 88 Crisco. Car up front with a chip here on turn 22. Nice job by Buddy Baker. Now Bill Elliott with a shot, but Baker's got the chip to hold him off. And it'll take a 6 to beat Baker. No, 2-1's not happening. Here comes Ricky Rudd. And a 5-2 no. Terry Labonte's got 2 chances at him. And a wrong 6. 2. This time he gets him, but Baker has the chip, holds him off. We go to turn 23. How about that Buddy Baker and that Crisco car up front? And we got Smart in the middle group and a problem. Let's see who's smart back here. Dave Marcus is smart. Just got up here and see if Dave can get up to the top group. Not with a 6, and he's got a problem. Problems everywhere. And he blows up. That was Sterling Marlin Rattler. So Marlin just got up here and blows up. Trying to run that car a little too hard to get up front. Blows her up. And that brings up Hume. Is he smart enough to get up front? No, he's got a problem. Problem, you got a problem. Everybody's got a problem. 54. And he gets bumped. Probably got bumped by Sterling Marlin having his problem. So Hume is going to finish 31st in that 49 car. And they're dropping like flies back here. They're not very smart. Here comes Eddie. Can Eddie do something instead of dropping out of the race? Nope, he's got a problem. I keep rolling 6s here, folks. And a 55. That's an odd problem. I'm sure he's not an A or a B pick through. 22 on an odd problem. Bump from behind. Like I say, I think Sterling was bumping everybody back there when he was losing, but he will stay in the race. He'll drop back to last place, though. And the next smart driver is Bobby Allison. Let's see if he can avoid any problems. A 5's not going to get him out of there, though. And here comes Buddy Arrington. He's smart. And a 3-4-1's not going to get it done. And that's the last smart driver. So these guys will move up. Let's see who else will move up. Plus, we have another problem after we move everybody up. So, darn, we got all kinds of problems this turn. First one up is Rusty. He doesn't move up. How about Mr. Sneva, Tom Sneva? He doesn't move up. How about Regan? He moves up to 17th. Next up is Kenny Schrader. He doesn't. AJ. He does. AJ's up to 18th. Oh, wrong car. Move AJ up. And Lenny Pond. And Lenny Pond moves up. Now let's see who has the problem. And it's poor Eddie Boucher is going to have another problem. Eddie can't get out of his own way, and that's going to be an odd problem. A 52 odd problem. That's the power steering, and that's going to cost Eddie the rest of this race. He'll finish 30th in the 6 car. So Eddie's out of the race. Only 29 cars still in this race, folks. Robin's racing. I can reckon it is, ain't it? Say whatever kind of problem old Sterling had, he must have been beating and banging on him. We go to turn number 24, almost halfway, folks. Buddy Baker in the lead. Labonte second. Rudd third. Elliott fourth. Speed fifth. Bodine sixth. Waltrip seventh. Brooks eighth. LaJoy ninth. And Buddy Arrington rounds out the top 10. We got another problem in the middle group here. And that's going to be poor Dick Brooks. Kaboom. And Brooks running in the A spot blows up. This track is hard on the equipment today. Let's see who moves up to the middle group now. We're halfway through the race. We've done lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars. Let's see if Mr. Wallace can get out of that back group, and he does. So now we're down to 28 cars running in this race, folks. Halfway point. Cross flags are out. Cross flags are out halfway through the race. And we got another duel. This will be the 3-car of Bill Elliott. He'll be taking on Terry Labonte. And let's see if Bill can get to second with a chip. And he does. He puts Terry in a bad spot. Terry needs a 7 or less not to wreck. And he does. He hangs on to that Piedmont Chevy on the turn number 26, and Bill gets a chip. Bill won the last race at Rockingham, trying to win 2 in a row. Here we go. Turn 26, and this will be a middle group, and the first time we've had Star in the middle group. We had it in the top group. Lenny Pond with double star could get the lead here, folks. And a 1-3-1's not getting it done. But a 2-4-3 might. And Lake Speed holds him off. He's got double stars himself. Next up is AJ Foyt. First we talked about AJ today. And a 5's not getting it done. Next up is Ken Reagan. Double star. A 2-5-1. That's not happening. And a 3. Not happening. And here comes Ron Burchard in that 47 car with a 4-6-3. And DW holds him off. Here comes Greg Sachs. He's got double star. A 3-1-4. And Bill, 1, 2, 3, 4, holds him off without using the chip. And a 1-6-5. And this time DW, Greg Sachs gets him, goes from 12th up to 7th. Here comes Mike Alexander, Alabama gang member. And a 4's not getting it done. And the last one's Buddy Arrington. And a 3-2-5. And he gets Ricky Rudd and goes from 9th. Buddy Arrington up to 3rd. How about that in that 67 Dodge? And we go to turn number 27. We got a pit stop coming up, folks. And it's going to be the top group 6 and 3 switch spots. Sachs is up to 4th now. Let's see who can get some chips up here in the top group. Bill Elliott's already got one. Can he get a second one? First one up is Buddy Baker. Buddy needs a 4 to get one and doesn't get it. Bill needs a 9. And he gets it with an 8. Bill looking good with 2 chips. Arrington needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Sachs needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Speed needs a 7. Barely gets it. Nice job by that crew. Jeffrey Bodine needs a 6. Gets it. That car has gotten a chip every time, folks. Terry Labonte needs a 5 and gets it. It's a nice job by the pit crews there. All but 3 drivers get chips. Come on, slide on over. All righty, let's see if anybody can beat Baker out of the pits here. A 6-1's not. That's going to get the job done. Greg Sachs is going to get the lead, folks. How about that? Greg Sachs gets the lead here on turn 27. Knocks Baker back. 77 car. Nice pit stop. Gets him out. All righty. We go to turn number 28. Over halfway through this race. And we got a bottom group of reflex. Who's got reflex? Oh, Neil Bonnet, our pole setter's been just hanging out in the rear with the gear lately. And a 4.46, he'll be getting out of there, I think. Who's he getting rid of? He's knocking Bobby Hillen back to 28th. Moves up 14 spots. Nice job. And Cal Petty, we haven't talked about him in a while. Not Woods Brothers 7-Eleven car. A 3.53. And he's going to get AJ. And now he's got a chance to get that Woods Brothers car up front, folks. And a 2.62. I doubt if he does. Nope. Baker holds him off. Here comes Dwyer in that Elmo Langley Ford. And a 6 ain't getting it done, and he's got a problem. Poor Elmo's car's got a problem. What kind of problems Elmo got here in his 64 car? Clutch problem, and Dwyer will have to retire from the race. He'll finish 28th in that 64 car. Down to 27 drivers. And let's see who else has reflex. JD. He's got 2 chances here. 4's not getting it done. He needs a 2. And a 2.25. And he's going to get Mike Alexander and go from 25th up and crack into the top 10. Nice job by JD. Here comes Phyllis Parsons in that 66 car. Hey, Tim, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Tim D joins us here. And a 5's not getting it done. And one more car. Ken Schrader got a chance to get out of the bottom group. Not with a 6, he doesn't. And that'll be the end of the turn. We go to turn number 29. Getting close to the end, folks. We got a top group, a rare problem in the top group. What kind of rare problem we got? 15. We got a driver incident in the top group. So, see who starts this mess. And it is Buddy Baker and Buddy Arrington, the battle of the buddies. Let's see if they can avoid wrecking here. All righty. So first we'll do Buddy Arrington. He needs a 7 not to wreck. And he barely does. And poor Buddy Baker needs a 5. And he doesn't. That'll bring out a caution as the buddies get together. Everybody will move up. Let's see if Baker can get that car fixed and back on the track. Everybody else will just move up. It's late in the race here. So what are we? Not quite to the last third. So Baker needs a 5 to stay in the race again. Get that car fixed, and he doesn't. So Buddy Baker, after leading this race, is going to finish 27th in that 88 car. He actually led quite a few laps there, folks. Led like 8 laps. So that'll take us to turn number 31. As the yellow came out, we'll reset the field here for you with the yellow. You got Sachs in the lead, Elliott second, Speed third, Bodine fourth, Labonte fifth, Harrington sixth, LaJoy seventh, Rudd eighth, JD ninth, and Bobby Allison rounds out the top 10, folks. So here we go to turn number 31. We got a middle group of control. And here comes Tom Sneva trying to get up there. He doesn't get it done. Here comes Ron Bouchard. and a 1-6-3. And he's going to get Randy LaJoy, and he's going to move up to 7th. Ron, nice drive in there. Here comes DW with a shot here. And a 4-4-6. He's not going to get the job done. Terry's got a chip and holds him off. How about that? Neil Bonnet, his teammate, with a shot to move up. And a 5-2-4. And Lake Speed needs to burn his chip and holds him off. Good thing these guys got chip. Rusty, 2 chances. And a 1-3-4. And Jeffrey Bodine burns his chip. Everybody but Bill's lost their chips, holding guys off. A 1-3-3. Bodine will hold him off again. He was really coming after Jeffrey. Here's Bobby Allison now in that 22 car with a 4-5-2. And he's going to get Buddy Arrington. He's going to go from 10th up to 6th. Arrington, after being in that scuffle with Baker, might have damaged the car some. Here's Ricky Rudd trying to get Bud Moore's Motorcraft car up front. A 1-4-2. And Texas Terry holds him off. And that's it for turn 31. Yeah, I had a buddy pass away myself, Tim, 2 weeks ago. One of my best friends at work. So I know the feeling. Sorry to hear it, man. Sorry to hear it. It sucks. My buddy was only 55. Yep. Alrighty, we move on to turn 32. And we got a middle group of skill. Who's got skill back here? First driver with skills, Cal Petty. Get that Woods Brothers car out front, Cal. A 1-1-5. And Bill says, damn, he's coming after me. A 1-2-3-4. Bill's going to have to use one of his chips and holds Cal off. 4 drivers going after each other. Next up is Mr. Neil Bonnet. And a 3-6-4. And he gets Ron Bichard, gets that Junior Johnson car up in the top 10. And here's Rusty. See if Rusty can get up in the top group. Not with a 6 he can, and he's got a problem again. Rusty, another problem. What kind of problems he got this time? A 42. He survived the first one. He's got brake problems now. And that's going to be the end of the race for Rusty. He'll finish 26th. So Rusty drops out of the race. And that's the last car with skill. See who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Ken Schrader. And he'll move on up down to 25 cars, folks. Atlanta's taking its toll. So we go to turn number 33. Yeah, appreciate it, man. So we got a top group of smart. Who's smart up here? Bobby Allison smart. And it only takes a 3, 4, 5, or 6 gets Greg Sachs. And a 5-1 holds him off. How about that? Here comes Terry Labonte. He's double smart. And a 5 holds him off. Nice driving by Greg Sachs. And a 6 holds him off. And that's it. Nobody else is smart. Nice job by Saxon. Didn't think he'd survive that turn. Turn 34. And another top group, this time of control. And it takes, again, 3, 4, 5, or 6 to get him. Neil Bonnet with control. And a 2-5. Neil gets that Chevy back up front after being dead last, folks. Having the pole. Going from first to last, back to first. Here on turn 34. Junior Johnson smiling in that pit lane now. And here comes Bobby Allison. Takes a 6 to get Neil Bonnet. And a 3-3 is not getting it done. Terry Labonte with 2 chances at him. and the wrong 6, but he's got another shot at him. A 1-5 almost, but no cigar. Here comes Jeffrey Bodine, and a 4-6. Jeffrey gets the job done. Gets that 5 car up front again today. Or is that the first time? That's the first time Jeffrey's been up front. How about that? Jeffrey gets that Levi Garrett car up front. Here comes Bill with a chip, and it takes a 5 or a 6 to get him without using the chip, and he's going to need to use the chip. So Bill gets that Ford back up front. Coors Melling Fords up front again. Second time today. We go to turn number 35. We got another top group, and we got trouble. We got trouble right here in River City. That's rhymes with P. Okay, trouble in the top group. Bill needs a 9, not the wreck. And Bill Elliott wrecks, trying to get the lead, folks. That sucks. Rolls boxcars. Bodine needs an 8. He barely makes it through. He'll have the lead. Lake Speed needs an 8. He makes it through. Bonnet needs an 8. He barely makes it through. Bonnie needs a 7. He doesn't make it through. Texas Terry's involved in the wreck. Allison needs a 6. And we'll be going to the middle group. We got the big one. No, 5. He makes it through. Sorry about that. Looked at that wrong. I thought it was a... And Sachs needs a 5. But no, we're still going to the bottom group, middle group, because that's 3 cars. That's 2 cautions. Rudd's going to need an 8. Doesn't make it. Oh, here we go, folks. Here we go. JD needs a 5. Doesn't make it. Arrington needs a 7. Doesn't make it. Lenny needs a 5. He barely makes it. Ron Bouchard needs a 5. He makes it. Jimmy Smutton Means needs a 5. He doesn't make it. Ken Reagan needs a 5. He doesn't make it. One more car, and we're going to the bottom group. Cal Petty needs an 8. He makes it. DW needs a 5 or a 6. That's an 8. DW needs an 8. Barely makes it. LaJoy needs an 11. Barely makes it with a 10. And Mr. Sneva needs a 5, gets a 6. He's involved. So we're going to the bottom group so we can move all these guys up here. And here comes Schrader, needs a 7, and he makes it through. So we're going to the bottom group. Bailey needs a 5, doesn't make it. Bill Parsons needs a 5. He makes it. Benny needs a 5, doesn't make it. Oh, what a wreck. What a wreck. I'll pal up is right. Mike needs a 5, doesn't make it. Hey, Jay, can Supertex make it through? He needs a 5. Nope. And last one on the track is Bobby Hill and needs an 8 to make it through. Far enough back to make it through? No, Bobby Hillen. So this is we're in the last part of the race, folks, now. So see here, Bobby Hillen's a D. He'll need a 4 to repair that car. And he gets it. Bobby Hillen back on the track. Well, we'll hope 20 cars are still in the race. Let's see what happens here. AJ needs a 3. He barely misses it with a 4, folks. So AJ's going to finish 25th. Mike Alexander, he's going to need a 3. He doesn't. The 84 car will finish 24th. Here comes Benny. Can he keep himself in this race? No, they don't fix the car. Benny in the 55 will finish 23rd. Benny in the Jets. Next up is HB Bailey. He needs a 3. He gets it with snake eyes. Next up is Sneva, needs a 3. He doesn't. He gets a 4. Sneva in the 42 car will finish 22nd. And Mr. Regan, he'll need a 3. Ken doesn't get it. In that 17 car, he'll finish 21st. Here comes Jimmy Smut Means. And Jimmy will finish 20th. So there's not going to be 20 cars. There will be no bottom group. Won't be a bottom group, folks. Buddy Arrington, he needs a 4. And doesn't get it. He gets a 5. They're just barely missing it, folks. 67 of Buddy. Finished 19th. JD needs a 3. Doesn't get it. JD will finish 18th. In that 70 car. Ricky Rudd, he needs a 4. And he gets a 5. Damn, the Bud Moore number 15 will finish 17th. Here comes Greg Sachs. Greg needs a 3. And he gets snake eyes. He makes it through, folks. How about that? Texas Terry Labonte needs a 3. He gets snake eyes. And last but not least, Awesome Bill from Dawsonville needs a 6. And doesn't get it. Bill's going to finish 16th. Damn. After winning at Rockingham, he's involved in a wreck and finishes 16th. So only 15 cars still on the track here, folks. What a mess. And that'll take us to turn number 38, and we'll have our second to last pit stop a lap late. And it'll be the middle group. And there is no 6 cars in the middle group to have a pit violation. So we won't be doing that. So the middle group, see if they can get some chips here. Oh, man. What a mess. All righty. First up is DW. He needs is that an 8 or 4 is going to get him a chip. Nice job by Junior Johnson. Randy needs a 9. Gets it. Nice job by that crew. Ken Schrader needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Phil needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Bonnie needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Sack needs a 4. And he gets it with double 2s. Nice job by that team. HB Billy needs snake eyes. Needs a 2. Doesn't get it. And last is Helen needs a 5. Not with box cars. He doesn't get it. See if anybody can beat Jeffrey Bodine out of the pits here. And a 4-2. And Lenny Pond's got the lead here at Atlanta, folks. How about that here on turn number 38? So Bill lost the lead on turn number 35. And Jeffrey Bodine had the lead on 35. 35 to 38. And now on lap 38, Lenny Pond gets the lead in that 17 car. Okay. Here we go to turn number 39, folks. And we got a middle group of skill. Oh, I forgot to move these guys up. Hold on 1 second here. So he gets moved up. Now we can do skill. Who's got skill? Bobby Hillin Jr.'s got skill. Can he get up to the top group? With a 115, he's going to get second away from Lake Speed. Goes from 15th up to second. Nice job by Bobby Hillin. And who else has got skill? Any of these guys with chip got skill? Nope, that was it. On to turn number 40. 100 miles to go here at Atlanta. Another middle group, and this time Star. Who's a star back here? Lake Speed just got bumped back. He's got double star. And a 6 ain't getting it done. And a 4.36 will get it done. He gets Bobby Allison, goes from 15th up to 4th. And let's see here. Who else is stars? And Gray Sachs is a double star with a chip. He could get the lead here, folks. A 4.24 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll use his chip and take over third, give himself a shot at the lead here, and takes a 5 or a 6 to get the lead from Lenny Pond. And a 3.5 is going to get the job done. Nice job by Greg Sachs. Puts that number 77 car up there. On turn number 30. On turn number 40. Okay. Who else is a star? DW's a star with a chip. Could DW get that 11 car up front? 513. He gets Bobby Hillin without using his chip, folks. So DW is going to get the lead here as long as he don't roll triples, and I'll probably just jinx him. And he doesn't on a 5-4. Don't need to use his chip, though. But DW's got the lead here. Typical DW, 100 miles to go. Junior gets on the radio, say 100 miles, boy. And up front he goes. Junior's got DW in the lead. Sachs is second. Pond third. Speed fourth. Bodine fifth. Bouchard sixth. Cowpetty seventh. Hillin eighth in the 8 car. So if you're like numbers, the 7 car seventh, 8 cars 8. And LaJoy ninth, and Neil Bonnet rounds out the top 10. So, Junior's got to love it. 2 cars in the top 10, 1 leading. On to turn number 41, folks. We got a middle group again, star. How many stars is back here now? And Neil Bonnet just got bumped back there. He's a star. Can he get back into the top 7? A 5.31's not getting it done. And that's it. He was the only star back there. Turn number 42. And we got a middle group of control. Here comes Bobby Allison trying to get back up front. And a 2.36 will get the job done. Lake Speed back to 15th again. Him and Bobby Allison keep switching spots. Here comes HB Bailey. We haven't talked much about HB. And a 2.46 is going to get him up to 5th place, folks. HB cracks the top 5. Here comes Texas Terry Labonte with 2 chances. Could get the leads. And a 4.34. And he gets Bobby Allison. Now he's got a shot at DW for the lead. And it'll take a 6 to get DW. And the wrong 6, 6-4 doesn't get it done. Here comes Phil Parsons. And a 4 is not getting it done. Neil Bonnet trying to get that Budweiser Chevy up there with his teammate, not with a 6-1. Worst roll you can get. Randy with the chip. And 2-3-1. He'll have to burn his chip, but he's going to take over 4th from Texas Terry Labonte. And that's going to be it for turn number 42. On to turn 43 we go. And we got a top group of star. Who's a star up here now? Ron Bouchard's a star. It'll take a 6 to get DW. And a 555 means problems from Ron. Another problem. Yeah, wide open track now is right. Old Jaws. Yeah, I liked old Jaws. I didn't like Jaws in 85 when he was going after the championship against Bill, but other than that, I always liked him. We got a Hampton problem, so Ron's going to finish 15th. He can't get that car fixed. So Ron's going to finish 15th in the 47 car. And let's see who else is stars in this group. And Lenny Pond's double stars. Again, it takes a 6 to get him. 4-3, no. And a 4-6. He needed a 2, though. Close, but no cigars. Here comes Greg Sachs. He's double star. 1-1, no. And a 3-5. DW barely holds him off. We go to turn number 43. See who's going to move up here to the top group. And Bobby Hillen moves up. Only 14 cars still running in this race, folks. Here we go, turn 43. Another top group, this time Reflex. Who's got the Reflex? Cal Petty's got 2 chances at him. Again, it takes a 6 to get DW. Wrong 6, a 6-5. And Cal turned that around. And no, a 2-5. Man, he was beating on his door but couldn't get through. Last one's Lenny Pond. And a 4-4. DW holds him off. Turn 45. 50 miles to go, folks. And another top group, this time skill and a problem. Bobby Hillen's got skill. This time it only takes a 5 or a 6 to get DW. 2-4, he holds him off. Cal Petty and the Woods brothers, 2 chances to get him. A 1-5, and Cal gets it done, puts the Woods brothers up front here on turn number 45. Nice to see the Woods brothers up front. And that was it. Now, who has the problem? Poor HB Bailey blows up. Ain't that a shame? Running 5th. Going to finish 14th. HB out of the race. Let's see who moves up here. Terry Labonte moves up. 13 cars now running. See which one of these is going to be lucky number 13. On to turn number 46 we go. And no bottom group. That ends turn 46. Here's the money stop, folks. The last pit stop. It's going to be the top group, 1 and 3 switch. And let's see who can come through in this top group with some chips. With 30 miles to go, man. 30 miles to go. Cal Petty, let's get rid of that yellow flag. We're on the green, man. And Cal needs a 7. The Woods brothers don't come through. That might hurt him. LaJoy needs a 9. Gets it. Randy LaJoy with a chip. Could be big. Lenny Pond needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Sachs needs a 4. Gets it. Greg Sachs gets a chip. Cal Petty could be in trouble with these guys with chip. DW needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Hillen needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Labonte needs a 5 and gets it. So 3 cars come through with chips here. And one of them's not the leader and the other one isn't. DW in that Budweiser car, which you would have thought. We got LaJoy, Sachs, and Labonte with chips. As we go to turn number 48, folks. And we got a duel in an 8. I don't think there's any cars back there. And nope. So that'll end that turn. Turn 49, 2 laps to go, folks. 2 laps to go. And we got a middle group of control. First up is Neil Bonnet trying to get in that top group, give himself a shot at the win. And a 3-4-3. And he gets Lenny Pond. Goes up to 5th. Now Bobby Allison. And a 3-5-3. And DW holds him off. Phil Parsons now. And not with a 6. He's not going nowhere. And he's got a problem, folks. A 13. Multiple problems. And that'll end the day for Phil Parsons. He'll finish 13th in that 66 car. So Phil is out of the race. And last one's Jeffrey Bodine. And a 151. He's not going nowhere. Everybody just moves up. And the white flag is out, folks. The white flag is being shown. Last lap of this race. Cal Petty in the lead. LaJoy second. Sachs third. Labonte fourth. Bonnet fifth. Waltrip sixth. Hillen seventh. Jeffrey Bodine eighth. Speed ninth. Allison Bobby Type 10th. Pond 11th. And Schrader in 12th. Last and final lap here at Atlanta. Top group of smart. Who's smart? Bobby Hillen Jr. smart. Cal Petty's not. It only takes a 4 to get him. Here comes Bobby Hillen in that 8 car. A 6-2 doesn't get it done. DW 2 chances at him. Like I say, it only takes a 4, 5, or 6 to get him. 6-3, no, he holds him off. And a 1-4 DW gets the lead, but can he hold these guys off with chips? That's the question. And Terry Labonte's double smart with a chip. It'll take a 6 to get DW without burning the chip. Oh, a 2-1, no, but he's got another shot. And a 4-6, Terry gets it done, doesn't burn his chip. Let's give DW credit for leading that lap. So DW leads turn 50. Now you got Texas Terry out in front with a chip. That's a big to do here, folks. Sachs isn't smart, and neither's LaJoy. Your winner, chicken dinner is Terry Labonte. If DW could have held him off, the other two didn't have a shot at him, folks. Ain't that something? So Texas Terry Labonte is your winner here at Atlanta on a last turn pass. Good job by Terry in that 44 Piedmont Chevy. How about this for second and third, folks? Running second in that 07 car, Randy LaJoy. Nice run by Randy. And Greg Saxon, that 77 car, comes in third. Has to be elated. Both of those guys got to be acting like they won the race. DW, a disappointing fourth. Thought he had this race won out in front. Finishes fourth. His teammate, top 5, both cars. So nice job by Junior getting 2 cars in the top 5 here at Atlanta. Cal Petty will finish 6th in that 7 car of the Woods brothers. Again, he's got to be a little disappointed. Bobby Hillen Jr. in that 8 car, he'll finish 7th. Jeffrey Bodine, he finishes 8th in that Levi Garrett car. Lake Speed, another nice finish for Speed, finishes in the top 10. Say Speed's having a damn good year here in 85, folks. Bobby Allison rounds out the top 10 in the 22 car. Lenny Pond with a good race finishes in the 11th, just outside the top 10. He actually led a lap here too, folks. Let's see how many. He actually led a few laps, Lenny Pond did, in that 17 car. And the last car still on the track in that 90 car, Ken Schrader. I want to thank Forever Remain, Tim D. Wild Races, right, Tim D? Yeah, exactly, Forever Main 90, another wild race. Carlos, Buckshot. Had quite a few people in here today. Frank Wayne Scott. Buckshot was the first one in the house. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the race. We won't be going as long the next time without a race, I can tell you that. So, I think it was a month. I'm not going to do that. We're going to have more races on here. I'm off all this week, so be looking for some more races this week coming up. Oh, you're welcome, Tim D. Yeah, exactly. It sure did. Atlanta won most of this race. Until next time, y'all have a great evening. Um, I want to thank you all for showing up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Atlanta, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, take care.